Try.
Fantastic. So Lata is the owner and manager and curator of Flower Power on East 9th Street between 1st and A. And this is her beautiful, this is beautiful Lata.
Thank you.
And this is her beautiful store. And it's gorgeous and it smells incredible in here. Oh, I just want to live in here. It smells so great.
There's two cute girls behind the counter.
Oh yes, everybody in here is cute. You cannot, and this beautiful man.
Yeah, very, very attractive.
Do you come in here a lot, sir?
Frequently.
You do.
Sure, a long time.
For a long time. What do you have regular things you like to get here at Flower Power?
I do indeed.
May I ask you what they are?
Well, they're different green teas.
Yes.
And some other herbs as well.
And what other herbs do you get? May I ask?
Remind me.
Well, you're getting a blend, vibrant.
You get a blend.
Yeah, vibrant.
The blend.
What does it do for you when you drink these different things?
Well,
these
it helps
different
to balance one's biochemistry, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
Absolutely. And look at the health of the people around.
They look very healthy. So, Lata, can I ask you when did you start what do you call this, a store or do you call it a practice? What do you call
Well, I
it?
call this an apothecary.
An
because
apothecary.
But I started this shop
Yes.
in 1993.
Oh wow, that's
So next year it'll be 20 years.
fantastic.
No, this year. In March it'll be 20 years.
So obviously very successful.
Yeah, and it's getting more and more mainstream. When we first
It is.
started, we had to educate people.
Yes.
Because not many people knew about herbal medicine, and now it's mainstream.
It is mainstream, isn't that? And you're helping that.
Yeah, we do a lot of educating.
You do. And what way do you have
We
classes?
have workshops, we
You
have
do?
classes, we have an apprenticeship program. Yeah. And there's now in New York City the first traditional Western herbalism school that just opened up this fall, and it's called the Arbor Vitae Traditional School of Herbal Medicine. I'm one of the faculty members.
Wow, isn't that fantastic? Where is that located,
I wanna show
Lata?
this to you.
Oh, wonderful.
It's Arbor Vitae. It's on 14th Street and 8th Avenue.
May I have that?
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much. That's
So we have
wonderful.
a lot of local herbalists who are teaching there.
Yes.
2 local herbalists have founded the school,
Yeah.
Richard Mandelbaum and Claudia Kiel, and there's so many herbalists in this community, I'm happy to say, and they're teaching them.
Wow, that is fantastic. So you are a co-founder and
No, I am not a co-founder.
okay, you're a faculty
I'm
member.
definitely a big
Contributor
supporter,
faculty.
because I
Yes,
love it. I think
that's
it's
wonderful. Do you find that that what people are coming in here looking for really runs the gamut? Does it seem to be? Do you find there are certain things that most people are looking for, or is it really an array?
It depends on the season often.
Oh,
Because
okay.
in the winter people have colds.
Yes,
So they come in for cold remedies. It might depend on something that all of New Yorkers share.
Yes.
Like Sandy,
Yes.
or 9/11. I mean, there was a lot of emotional issues at that time.
So then it's a stress reliever.
A stress reliever, lung tonics. I mean,
Can you tell me what some of those would be? A stress reliever or
well, as far as blends that we make, chill out.
chill out.
It's called chill out because it chills you out.
Can I ask you what some of the ingredients
Sure.
are?
It has skullcap, lemon verbena, lemon balm, passion flower, and catnip.
Ooh,
And it
catnip.
tastes really good. And you make a tea out of it and you drink it. And it helps support your nervous system. So it doesn't necessarily sedate you as much as it supports you to deal with stress. And we have Vibrance, which he was getting. It's like a blend of 6 herbs, all the vitamins, trace minerals that you need if you steep it long enough. And it's good for every system in your body, from your hair to your toenails, like your adrenal gland, your reproductive system, your digestive system, your nervous system, your respiratory system. It's amazing. So it's just common weeds that blended together make a really, really wonderful tea. We sell a lot of this.
You do, huh? Do people come in here looking for You know, you see so many commercials for, you know, for testosterone, you know, testosterone, and women looking for, you know, sexual help. Sexual,
Well,
men and women looking for sexual help.
We
you know?
have a lot of sexual issues in this community, yes, in this culture. I mean, in every culture, I guess. I mean,
I guess it would be older people. Is it mostly older people, like
no,
people
we
my
get
age?
people of all ages.
Really?
Yeah.
It happens
We
more.
have a huge demographic. Like the people who are, you know, pregnant will start out, and then their babies, and then the grandparents. I mean, we've had enough. I mean, of a collective of various ages that shop here frequently. I can't say that most of our shoppers are women or men or older people. They're everybody.
All ages.
Yeah.
What would you now? If I now, this is for a friend, not for me. I have a friend who's having a sexual problem. Not me. It's not me. I am. Everything's going great with me. But you know, at my age, sometimes I think I could use a libido booster.
We have a lot of those. We have.
It's. I mean, my friend.
Right, of course. We have one that we call Love Potion Number 9, which is a combination, and you can also infuse it.
I'm old enough to remember that song.
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, it's a wonderful blend, and not only is it good like as an aphrodisiac, but it actually it regulates your adrenal gland and it gives you more energy, and it is good for your reproductive system for men and women. And then we have another really great thing that my friend Sky makes in Martha's Vineyard. It's called Aphrodite's Love Potion. It tastes great.
Really?
And it's in drops, and it's lovely.
Ooh.
And often the side effect to taking these aphrodisiac blends is that you get in a really good mood.
You mean?
It lifts your spirits.
Oh, okay.
Makes you happy.
Well, that sounds like a good
So
side
you want to
effect.
fool around.
Ooh, sounds like something I should try.
Yeah, we have a bunch of stuff. I mean, and then there's of course individual herbs that you can blend up, like oats, maca, damiana. They're all sexual tonics.
Ooh, you have a lot of those.
We have epimedium, which is specific for men. It's called horny goat's weed.
I've heard of that.
It's very popular.
I have.
We call it epimedium.
Like, yeah.
And we have like mora puama, which is like a South American herb for the same purpose.
Right.
That's tons of stuff.
Huh. Well, this is very, very reassuring. It sounds good, and something I'd like to.
Oh, and you know,
I mean,
we
my
have a
friend would
magical
like to
thing
try.
that Cole, who works here, she makes this wonderful magic bag with it has a love bath with bath salts. It has.
What if you don't have a bathtub?
Well, then you're out of luck.
Yeah. Go to
It
somebody's.
has a love potion that you can make into a tea. It has a little crystal that's a rose quartz for love, and it also has a little bit of love oil.
That looks very
Anoint
nice.
yourself with. It's a cute thing. It's I mean, it's a beautiful.
Do you have a his
thing.
and hers bag of, you know?
We should make a his and a hers bag. You're right.
Ooh, no,
That's a good idea. And
Is
there's
it?
a little scroll in it. I think you can use this for both genders, but it'd be nice if she made specific ones.
Wow, that's very encouraging to know there's help out there.
Yes, right.
And you don't have to get a prescription.
You don't.
And then, you know, you don't know what you're getting into and what the side effects will be. And if you can drink on it, and that's the main issue with me, can I keep drinking if I'm taking pills? Because I have to be able to drink.
Drink like alcohol?
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Well,
I need to have my cocktail. Now, how about cocktails? You know,
that love potion is in brandy. The Aphrodite's, it is in brandy.
it is.
Yeah.
Can you keep drinking after you've had
Well,
it?
I mean, I think alcohol is a sedative. It
Yeah.
inhibits
So
sexual function. So I mean, if you want it, it makes you happy, go for it. But
It's not going to have a bad. If you take
like if you
some
take a
honey
Tylenol and you have a
bush.
glass of wine, it's bad for your liver.
Yes,
It's really bad.
I've heard that, and
Yeah.
you're not supposed to do that. But if you take say a honey bush,
And have a glass of wine, I don't think it's going to hurt you.
no, that won't be a problem.
No.
Oh, that's good to know. That's very important to me.
It's very important to me too. See, when you're taking pharmaceutical medicines or over-the-counter prescription pills, or not even prescription pills, like Tylenol, Advil, salad, whatever those things, they take Claritin and you pee it out, you're polluting.
That's right.
Waterworks.
I've heard about that. The water is filled with antidepressants and antibiotics.
It's really bad for the planet.
And how do they filter that out? It's not being filtered out properly. I've heard so much about
if you
that.
test the water, it's in the water.
So we should all be happier, and yet we're all miserable.
If you drink herbal teas and herbal infusions and you pee that out, you're actually nourishing the soil.
So, so you're doing your part for the environment when you are taking holistic remedies.
Definitely, and holistic remedies aren't just a couple of ingredients. You know, it's not just salicylates like in aspirin. It's a plethora, it's a spectrum of various plant chemicals and minerals and sugars.
Doesn't it smell great in here?
It's getting full. So it's much more holistic, you know, the medicine.
Yes, yes. So if somebody came in here and had a specific issue, could you make a recipe specifically for the person? Do you do that at all?
Well, by law, it's illegal for us to diagnose or prescribe or even advise people.
That's interesting.
So we can't. What we can do is tell them what we would do.
So say I came in here and said, you know, I have serious depression issues. What would you recommend? Could you recommend?
Nope, I can't recommend anything. I would just, first of all, depression is rampant. I mean, it's various.
And you'd think because the water is polluted with antidepressants, we'd all be happy, and nobody would get the pneumonia or the flu because it's antibiotics.
Exactly. We have a water filter here. We're part of Tap It. People can come and bring bottles and we can fill it for them because our filter takes out most.
Oh, see, then everybody needs a water filter. That's what everybody needs.
Yeah, we should sell water filters, but we don't.
That's what. Yeah.
But
So what do you do in that case if somebody comes in and says, "I feel awful. I don't feel like having sex with my husband anymore. I don't, I don't want to go out."
Conversation.
Yeah.
And we tell them the same.
I mean, my friend again with the sex
Yeah,
thing.
of course, your friend. And we just try to get to the bottom of like why.
Okay.
Because it's not like, okay, well here it is, take this. It's not like that. It's more like to try to understand the person better.
Okay.
And then there's a whole array of things people can do. Flower essences are the least intrusive vibrational medicine. You take flower essences for something, and even if you're taking like pharmaceutical drugs, it won't interact because it works on a very vibrational level.
Okay.
So those are the safest things to start with.
So, but if you can't recommend, how does a person know what to try?
Well, we can inform. We can say, well, if you suppose you're very, very angry.
Yes.
There's
I know
a flower
some.
essence called holly. And
My next door neighbor, very
you should get
angry,
her some
slams the
holly.
door. So this would be a good holiday gift.
And you can even slip her a Mickey. You could put little drops in her water, and she won't even taste it because 2 drops will go a long way.
So you should knock on my neighbor's door and say, you look thirsty. Yeah. Okay.
So those things, we have classes on those,
Right.
and we tell, we can explain to people what remedies exist for what emotional symptom, and they can choose to get it themselves. We can't say, get this.
Oh, okay. Now, I have a question. I heard that there is a rivalry between flower essences and aromatherapy. Is that true?
Aromatherapy is a totally different, modality.
Okay.
It uses the scent of flowers to promote healing.
Yes.
Flower essences use the essence of the flower, like the flower in bloom, in water, and then added by to ingest. You don't ingest essential oils.
Okay.
You smell them.
And what do you think? What do you
flower
think of the efficacy of aromatherapy?
I think aromatherapy is very, very effective.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I mean you walk by a bunch of flowers.
I mean, there's
don't you feel
aromatherapy in here in a way, isn't there?
Totally.
So you don't think there? Because I've talked to people who do flower essences and aromatherapy, and they seem to think, well, one is not valid and the other is.
I
So
say,
you don't.
Get a
You
Reiki
don't.
session, do some flower essences, sit in a room and diffuse some essential oils. And drink some
Okay.
herbal
Well,
tea. Yeah.
You're an includer, not an excluder.
I'm totally an includer.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Well, is there anything else that you think I should know about flower essences?
Well, there's not just flower essences. There's gem essences.
Gem?
Yeah, like you wear certain stones, they affect you as well because they have a lot of energy.
Oh, I've heard that.
Yeah,
Crystals,
so we
you
just
mean?
had a beautiful gem essence class on Saturday. And then there's environmental essences, which is like areas where they make the essence and they affect certain transformational things in people. There's amazing stuff. The whole vibrational healing genre, or what do you call it, niche, is rife with more and more stuff, and it's all very effective, and it's all futuristic medicine because they're addressing emotional states rather than physical symptoms.
Yes.
And I think they're very effective.
Wow, it sounds great and so intriguing and something I'd really like to try.
You should try it.
Yes.
It's good.
Well, you look very happy and
I feel very good.
You do. So do you yourself, if you feel like, I'm feeling a little under the weather or not, do you can always go to your
herbal teas?
Is that what you mostly do yourself, herbal teas, or do you do everything?
I do a lot of herbal teas. I mean, I love herbal teas. I eat a lot of herbal stuff because I think food is healing.
Yes.
So we love to cook and we love to eat stuff that we have a lot of land upstate. We just pick wild food and eat it. It's really good. And it's good for you because you're getting all these other phytonutrients that you don't get normally, the broccoli and the few things that they're offered at the supermarket. So eating wild food is really important. And so I try to do that.
You do. What about for, I had a friend who was doing flower essences. So she would show me she had this little vial with a little dropper, right? And so there's little, the drops of the flower, and it was for certain things. And then I told her I had a very aggressive cat who was attacking. Cat bit everybody I knew. And her flower essence person made something for my cat.
And the cat calmed down.
I would say I noticed a difference. Less biting, a little less. Still bit me, but bit other people less.
I've noticed that with my cat. I've given my cat flower essences. I've given my cat herbal tinctures. I have a dog. I think they work. I put them in plants.
They work for animals just as well, I would think, right? Anything
and also,
organic.
Like when you're transplanting a plant, you can give it flower essences. It doesn't have as much shock. It's really true.
I have a friend whose dog spins around in circles constantly. Spins. Maybe, is there something for spinning dogs?
I don't know. I'm sure there is. But I'm not...
Is that something you could possibly look into?
Well,
it's really a problem.
I can put you in contact with someone who just does flower essences, and she's a therapist. Yeah.
Just does
flower? Oh. She actually taught here.
So what would you call this place? Is more of a you do.
Our forte is herbal medicine.
Herbal medicine.
I'm an herbalist. Okay. I know about herbal medicines, and I'm a big fan of flower essences. But we get the experts in flower essences to come teach here. I don't teach flower essences.
Oh, very interesting. Very interesting.
Medicine.
Okay, well, this would be a great episode to combine the two things. I would
could connect you with Linda. She's great.
Well, that would be wonderful. I'd so appreciate that.
Yeah.
That'd be great if we could possibly do an episode where she could possibly come here, so we could be in one location, if that would be possible.
Fine with me.
Well, wonderful.
She's great.
Oh, isn't that terrific? Well,
and like when she had her class just this Saturday, I wasn't here, I was upstate, but she had all these amazing like Reiki healers and gem therapists and crystal people who were here taking the gem elixir class.
Well, you know what? That is fantastic because I am in the process of putting the episodes together, and I need to find. I would like to find a great Reiki person and a.
I know so many Reiki people.
Oh my goodness! Isn't that?
All these people.
Is it possible that I could message you and you could? Would you mind giving me a few recommendations?
I would love for this thing to proliferate.
We could do a wonderful episode, just a fantastic episode.
Plus, it's such a beneficial topic for everyone. People need to know. There's stuff in their power that they don't have to be.
You have to run to a psychiatrist and get a prescription, which and you can keep drinking, which is the very most important message, I think. You can keep drinking, people, but maybe you won't want to after you do.
Maybe you won't want to, or maybe you
need
can
to.
better your liver. And, you know, I mean, you're filtering it out anyway. Might as well be doing some bitters along with it.
This is very exciting to me. I feel like
Yeah, I've been doing this like my whole life, and it's still very exciting.
Well,
to
you
me.
look gorgeous. You have beautiful hair.
Oh, thank you. It's rain hair today.
Wow, it really agrees with you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Lata, and we'll sign off for now.
Okay.
Thank you. This is Lata at Flower Power on East 9th Street. It's a beautiful store.
I love it.
I love it too.
Thank you. It loves you back.
Thank you very much. So Lata, what were you saying about this?
Herbal medicine?
Yes.
Well, herbal medicine has been empirically proven for centuries. It's been used over hundreds and hundreds of years, and its success, success speaks for itself.
Why don't people in the Western world know? So where did it originate?
Because, I hate to say it, I don't know if this is a nice thing to say, but pharmaceutical industries.
Absolutely, and that's why they look down on it, or they say
you can't patent a weed that grows freely.
Isn't that something?
Which is, you can just go harvest for free.
So it's infringing on the multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical industry, and they're threatened by it.
Yeah, and if they find something that works, they can't sell something that they're filling and packaging for tons of money.
You think they would? You think they'd find a way to get in on it if it's
only if it's patentable.
But it is not.
It is not.
Isn't that? See, that's interesting. You can't patent it.
You can't patent nature.
But what if you do a combination of things and it's your specific recipe?
I personally think that things work in their natural, truest to nature form.
Right.
When you alter it in any way, your body doesn't receive it, because our receptors are from centuries. It's like a mandala. It's not a key, like a calcium receptor. It has to be the right calcium. And if it's like wild calcium from nature, your body will immediately eat it up. If it's synthetic calcium, it may or may not.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
You just don't. Your body just doesn't receive it as well. I don't take any medicine.
Oh.
Knock on wood. I don't have.
Yeah, that's great.
I haven't had any.
Well, this is your medicine. If you want to call it that. There are vitamin companies that sell, they'll pack some herb in a gel capsule.
Notice we don't have anything in capsules.
Like St. John's wort, you'll see that. Or, are they trying to get in on this in a way, they can't claim it as theirs. It's just they can sell it.
They can sell it. We don't sell anything in pills, only because I feel like you need to taste something and to look at it.
Okay.
And
right.
Digest it, not just. Your body needs to know what's happening. You can't just stick something in a pill and take it, then it explodes in your stomach, and your liver has no idea how to react to it.
Right. Makes sense. Okay. Thank you.
I'm a big Whole Food person.
Not Whole Foods, the supermarket.
The store.
Whole Foods, whole paycheck. Ever hear that?
That's not what I mean. Whole.
I know. Yes, me too. Although I do go to Whole Foods too much.
I do too. My husband shops.
They have
there.
our good organic produce.
It's confusing though. It's mixed in with the conventional stuff.
That's true.
Commodities. You should go to
Commodities. I need kale.
That's the place. Everything in there is good. You don't have to rifle through stuff and find out if it's conventional. Everything's organic.
I'm going in there. I pass it all the time. It's beautiful.
It's a great place.
Kale chips. Yeah, they have everything.
They have everything. Everything in season.
Great. Thank you, Lata.
You're welcome.